All right, Border Patrol apprehending 3 illegal immigrants who broke into a home in Sierra Blanco, Texas. This happened this week. They stole 2 loaded handguns, ammunition, food, and clothing. Governor Greg Abbott setting aside, by the way, $250 million to begin the state-funded border wall. So as the migrant crisis continues to impact Americans and the Biden administration ignores it, how is it living under the border conditions on the southern border? How do landowners handle it? My next guest has had multiple encounters with migrants on our property. Texas landowner, mother of 3. Alison Anderson joins us now. Alison, can you give us an idea what it's like being you?
No one's ever asked me that before. Currently, it's challenging because I am constantly concerned right now with my family's safety, and that especially of our 3 daughters.
So when people say, well, that's because you live on the border, has it always been like this? Have you always been concerned about your family's safety?
I think our situation is unique because we used to live on a very large ranch west of Del Rio, but we moved to Del Rio seeking, the nice, quiet, safe yard that our girls could grow up and play in. And within the last 6 months or so, activities here, it was peaceful for a while. I was actually enjoying having peace of mind and allowing our kids to play outside, but they can't do that anymore. So activities have increased. And even in the last couple of weeks, they've increased dramatically. I have neighbors constantly calling me, elderly neighbors specifically, that are concerned and fearful. So we're kind of on call, and we're here to help our neighbors as well who are afraid.
So I'm just going to give everybody out there a sense of the numbers and what's changing on the border. In January, there are 11,000 apprehensions. In May, it's almost 30,000. It's supposed to be even much higher in June. They said it was going to level off because it gets so hot. Have you seen a leveling off?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All we've seen here is an increase. And what I can say, in all the years that I've had personal experience in dealing with illegal aliens, we've never dealt with a single family unit, not a single family unit. And the individuals that are coming through here, there was just a convicted rapist that was caught not too far from our property en route on a trail that was basically leading him to our property. So absolutely not. Actually, 3 nights ago, there was a group at our next door neighbor's house circling the vehicles and tapping on their daughter's bedroom window.
You said no family units. So who are the people coming across?
I can only assume, but they're all males. There's no females out on. We live west of Del Rio, and there's no females out here. There's no children out here, and there are absolutely no family units out in this way. It's all mostly single males that are traveling in groups.
So, Alison, the people we measure are the ones we apprehend or turn themselves in. They get processed, and now they're getting a catch and release. The people you're talking about aren't getting processed. They're not even being counted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and if you consider even what those numbers might be, it's unacceptable. No one here should be afraid of, having their kids play in their yard or riding their bikes down the street. And none of my neighbors should be fearful of going out to water their plants in the morning or the evening and being able to sleep at night.
And what do you tell local law enforcement?
I always thank them because we personally had a bailout on our property, and because Border Patrol couldn't respond because they were busy processing family units that day, DPS responded. So it's just, I'm grateful for the additional support that we're getting here with law enforcement. I wish Border Patrol was able to go and do their jobs again and work groups actively out in the brush and in the field.
What is your message for Washington about what the reality is living on the border in Texas?
It's scary. I want safety. I want something done. My family personally has been dealing with illegal immigrants for years, and nothing's been done. And we left a place specifically, moved to a place, peace of mind. And it's worse here now than where it was and why we left. It's worse here. I bet by the end of this year, my encounters personally will probably surpass all of those that I dealt with on the ranch.
And you got to think that some of these people have evil intentions, and unfortunately, you have to deal with it alone. Alison Anderson, mom of 3, living in Texas on the border. That's what your life is like, and it is not right. Thanks so much for sharing your story.
Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.